Okay. Now the word up is about the I spelling some words, and you write in the chat what is the word about I spelling. Okay. The first word is for Adriana is B E A C and H. Write in the chat. Repeat. B E A C and H. We continue with yes. We continue with Paulo. The next is V A C A T I O N S. Repeat, Paulo. Pay attention. V A not. Not. It's not that word. I repeat again. V A C A T I O N S.
I understand pitons.
V. The first letter is V.
B.
Next, A C A T I O N S.
No, really.
Yes, Adriana, you can try. Help to Paulo. Yes, this is the word. Okay, next opportunity to Paulo. The next word is C O U N T R Y S I D E. I repeat slow. C O U N T R Y S I D E.
No, la verdad es que no, no sé.
Okay, Adriana, help to Paulo.
¿Me podrías repetir, por favor?
Okay. C O U N T R Y S I D and E.
No, no sé, la verdad.
Yes, Paulo, is countryside. Okay. This activity is very important because it's first thing when you arrive, for example, in the hospital, and the secretary don't understand write your name. She say, how you spell your name, please? Or maybe in call center, I don't know. in many things is very important is spell and understand when someone is spelled. Okay. Now the topic for today is about the vacation. Is the topic for today. Okay, can you see my screen? Adriana and Paulo. Okay, Paulo, can you see my screen? Okay. Talking about your vacation or your holiday is a great way to improve your English conversation skill. Where did you go for your last holiday? What did you there? Did you have a good time? Remember, we use holiday in British English and vacation in American English. Okay, Adriana and Paulo, help me. Where did you go for your last holiday or last vacation? I don't know, Adriana, you want to start? Adriana. Adriana here. Adriana.
Disculpa, profe, no escuché bien.
Okay, the question is, can you see my screen about the...
Yes,
Yes, okay. The question is, where did you go for your last holiday or vacation?
I did not go anywhere.
Really?
Really?
I don't know in your city. I don't know visit the beach. I don't know it's possible to swimming pool. I don't know. It's only for to practice to speak. Only near in your city.
No, because I'm working all day, so I did not go anywhere.
Oh, really, very worked. It's incredible. Uh, how about you, Paulo Jose?
I go to a national camp. It is like an event where uh, you meet with a lot of people around the country. There you, uh, ¿cómo se dice? Pasar 3 días. Pass 3 days in
I
there.
spent 3 days
I
spent.
spent 3 days in there, and I go to the swimming pool, and yeah, that's it.
Uh, can repeat the name where you go?
National camp.
National Icon.
Yeah, un campamento nacional.
Where is that campament?
And here in Ocaña, norte de Santander.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. The topic for today is for practice and give specific details about the vacation. Okay. Uh, I don't know, Adriana, help me to read.
Yes, teacher. I went to the countryside with my family for a couple of weeks. I went to Thailand with a group of friends for the 10 days. My girlfriend and I went to Rome for a long weekend. A long weekend means you go for 3 or 4 days, usually Friday, Monday, or Saturday, Monday. Maybe because there's public holiday on the Monday. Mm, What about you? Where did you go for your last vacation? How did you go with and how long for?
Okay, in here we give details about the vacation. The first is where, specific where, maybe in Cartagena, maybe, I don't know, Huila. The first thing is where. The second is who. Uh, I went to the beach. I went to the beach in Cartagena with some friends. How long? For 1 week, for a long, in here, for long weekend, for example. In here, they give about where. Countryside. What is countryside for you? Countryside is maybe town, village, or afuera del pueblo, puede ser, ¿sí? Un pueblito, ¿sí? O afuera de una ciudad, countryside. For a couple of weeks, por unas semanas, tenemos acá. Then, if you never, like Adriana, go to the vacation, for example, in the septo, do you know what is the text septo? I don't know, Adriana and Paulo, do you know what is the text?
¿Me puedes repetir, por favor?
Septo, the text or evaluation, septo. Do you know,
No.
Adriana?
No, I'm sorry.
The second, when you finish the career or the university, do you need to make a special text or evaluation? And that text is considered to determine what is your level of English. For graduated, you need to see one of level of English, but is the may a question, for example, for this, uh, where did you go for your last vacation? Only you say, I was maybe in Cartagena. I never go in no place. This is a bad answer because you don't get details. But if you give details, they put a good point for you because they need to make more specific details about the question. And it's not true, but they need to receive the answer. I don't know if you understand or not.
So.
And Pablo,
¿Cómo, profe?
si entendiste lo que acabé de explicar.
Bien.
Bueno, voy a explicarlo más o menos en español para que me entiendan 100%. Cuando ustedes terminen las materias, a ustedes le van a pedir una evaluación. Esa evaluación se llama septo. Entonces, en esa evaluación, como ustedes saben, son las 4 competencias. Si en la competencia del speaking, a ustedes le preguntan dónde usted fue en sus últimas vacaciones. Entonces, usted no puede decir solo una palabra, me fui para Cartagena y cortarlo de ahí. Usted tiene que poner más detalles para que le dé buena puntuación. O usted tampoco puede responder, no, yo nunca fui. Así nunca haya ido, usted tiene que inventar, poner y dar detalles. Entonces aquí estamos estudiando más o menos unos detalles para que de pronto ustedes los vayan teniendo en cuenta. Okay, now with these 3 points, tell me again the question. Where did you go for your life vacation, Adriana? Try to put where, who, how long. Adriana,
I can will invent something.
yes, something, I don't know, but where, who, how long?
Okay, I went to Mexico in my last vacation when with my mom and my sister. I was to Cancun, in the beach of Cancun, for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I went to the city, to Cancun, and eat much things delicious.
Okay, this is much better. Okay, we continue for improve. I don't know if Paulo help me uh, to read.
Yeah, sure. How to describe what you did on vacation? What do you like doing on holiday? Do you prefer a more active holiday, maybe with lots of adventure sport and activities? Or will you rather do something more cultural? Or maybe just like relaxing on the beach? Whatever you prefer. It's good if you can say something about how you spend your time on holiday. Let's look at some examples and some good vocabulary for you to use. I went to the countryside with my family for a couple of weeks. Mostly, we went hiking on the hills. Perdón.
Okay, I continue. Hills and
Perdona
mountains.
que estaba mío.
Okay,
And hiking in the hills and mountains, Nervi. We also just hung out in the village, playing cards and eating. Do you like hiking? Hiking means going for long walks, often in the hills or the mountains.
okay. For the activities in holidays, there are sports, adventure sport. Some people like to hike in mountains. or other like to more culture. For example, in Mexican, the I don't know in English pyramids. There are a lot of pyramids. Is maybe symbol of culture, or if you prefer to visit the indigenous community to learn about the culture. Other people like to relaxing on the beach. Um, what more? Mm, and here there are an example hiking. What do you know about the hiking, Adriana? Hiking,
No,
Adriana. Yes, continue, Adriana.
no, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay, hiking is when we have longer walks in here. Do you like hiking? Hiking means going for a longer walks, often in the hills or in the mountains. For example, I had an experience in Bogota maybe 10 years ago when I go to the Bogota to Ubate. I don't remember well. I hiking for maybe 8 hours for many mountains, and this is the typical uh, activities maybe in Colombia, because in Colombia there are a lot of mountains or hills. Okay, the other word is hand out. Uh, Pablo said to the uh, about he spent 3 days. I don't know. And hand out is another phrasal verb. Can you use? You spend time on any particular goal. For example, I hand out 3 days in Cartagena just in relaxed. Here are an example. We just hang out in the village. You mean spend only for relax. This is the way, the meaning, the relax. Okay, Adriana, help me to read this example. I went to Thailand.
I went to Thailand with a group of friends for 10 days. We did some sightseeing in Bangkok, the Grand Palace, bueno, no sé cómo se pronuncia, Wat Phu, and so on. Then we hit the beaches in Krabi for some sun, swimming, and cocktails.
Okay, since. This is the since is the specific word we when visit to the symbolic culture about the specific city. For example, they say visit to Bangkok. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand, and the important place to visit in Bangkok is the Grand Palace and what for. This is the important. We had the example to explain. Paulo, help me to read. Paulo,
Okay,
okay.
sorry. Sightseeing means by visiting the famous place in a city. You can go sightseeing or do sightseeing. For example, if you go sightseeing in Paris, you'd probably visit the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre, Notre Dame, and so on. Saying we hit the beaches and is a very informal way of saying we went to beaches. You could also say we hit the bars or we hit the clubs. Using hit subjects, you're going somewhere to party and have a good time. So you probably won't use it with other places. Let's do one more explain together. My boyfriend and I went to Rome for a long weekend. We went on a walking tour on the center and the Vatican. Mostly we went to restaurants and cafes and sampled as much on the local cuisine as we could find in our stomach.
Okay. I explain the since. Okay, for example, he give an example. Since Paris, for example, the important place is Eiffel Tower, Love, and Notre Dame. For example, I think in my city when I come in Leticia, the scene is, for example, the Santander Park. Sorry, in this city, doing scenes is very important in that park because in the 5 in the afternoon, many parrots come in that park. Is very symbolistic. Is very good place for sing-sings. For example, in Bogota. In Bogota, for doing sing-sing is, for example, I don't remember, Monserrate, because it's a very good place for see all the city and walking. For example, if this is the sing-sings in Bogota. Now, you in your city, what is your sing-sings, Adriana? Adriana, are you here?
The things in my city.
Yes, in your city. First, what is your city and what is the sing-sings?
Okay, I live in Kakesa, it's a village. So the Sing is the principal park because it's so beautiful. It have a big tree, beautiful. The Monruta, it's ¿cómo se dice parecido?
Mm, sim es parecido, similar.
It's similar to Monserrate. It's it's very funny walk. Um, the river is very beautiful. Um, have some restaurants.
Okay,
We
only Simpsons.
yes.
Simpson, only Simpson. Okay, Pablo Jose, tell me about your city, where you live, and tell me about your Simpson.
Okay, I live in Rio de Oro, Cesar, and this is a, ¿cómo se dice pueblo?
Town, village.
It's a town, and it's characterized for the 6 de enero. It's an celebration
Oh,
of,
Pablo, stop, sorry, it's only talking about to the Simpsons. I don't know if you understand what is the Simpsons.
no, I don't.
Ok, voy a explicarlo en español. The Simpsons es de pronto la parte principal de una ciudad que es muy representativo, forma cultural. Aquí, aquí tenemos un ejemplo que habla de París, que los lugares representativos es la Torre Eiffel, Notre Dame, ¿sí? Louvre, que son solo las partes representativas. Entonces, cuando yo estoy preguntando, what is your sensing in your city? Solo la parte representativa.
Okay, okay, I understand. So there's two places. It's the Cerro de la Virgen and the Cerro de la Cruz. It represents a lot for this town. There's a mm, there's estatua, ¿cómo se dice, profesor? Disculpe.
Possible sculpture.
An sculpture of a tiger, and that's it.
Okay, great. The next is a hit. Hit. Uh,
Uh,
the hit is the same for I went. Only say we hit, but is I went to enjoy. Okay, Adriana. Okay, Adriana has a problem. No matter. Another word is local cuisine. Is the say for say food or typical food. Typical food is the same to the local cuisine. Cuisine, sorry. Okay, I read this part. Is you go on a tour, for example, walking, you pair for a guide. Often tours are big group, or do you prefer go on a tour with a guide, or you like to explore by yourself? Time means try to different sticks, and we sample as much the local cuisine as we call means that we try many dish, different dishes. All right, over to you. What did you do in your last holiday? Did you hiking in the mountains, go sing, or simply I love delicious food. Try to three sentences, use the language in this section you can. Okay, mm, do you prefer when you go in vacation pay for a local guide or you explore by yourself? Pablo Jose, what do you prefer?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat? My mom is doing some noises.
Okay. For example, if you visit some city, I don't know, for example, Santa Marta, you pay a guide or you prefer explore by yourself?
Explore by myself because it's uh, more funny.
It's cheaper or more funny. I think in some cases we need to explore with a guide, but explore by yourself is cheaper. Is for me. But I think if you visit, for example, the jungle, in the jungle is very important to pay a guide. Uh,
Yeah,
for example, in my city, because it's difficult to make the night walking. The night walking is very, it's impossible to make it only by yourself or explore in the, I don't know if you know to night safari, safari nocturno in Spanish. Pablo Jose, do you know what is the night safari? Or search to alligator in the night. They need to guide. It's very important because it's very difficult made by yourself.
yeah.
Okay, continue. Okay, Paulo, help me to read only the, yes, help me to read.
How to describe where you went on vacation? Can you think or three adjectives to describe where you went for your last vacation? Here, try to avoid general adjectives like nice or good. Try to find specific adjectives. Your answer will be more interesting. Let's look an example. I went to the countryside with my family for a couple of weeks. We stayed in a very nice village, surrounded by a nice mountain scenery. Do you see what we mean? Saying nice doesn't say too much. Doesn't say much. This isn't a very good example. How could you make it better?
Okay, this is for try to put another kind of discretion. Only everybody say like, nice, good, but there are another things. For example, in here, surrender. Surrender is to the synonymous to like, nice is nice mountain to scenery. Ahí él está diciendo que en esa ciudad había como que una maravillosa vista en la montaña, más o menos así es como él lo está ordenando. Él pudiera decir, in the village is a nice mountain, but for make more details or more explain, para dar un poquito más detalles, él pone estas palabritas. Ok, voy a leer el siguiente ejemplo. Here's one way to improve it. I went to the countryside with my family for a couple of weeks. We started a very picturesque, picturesque, esto, sleepy village. Listo, aquí tenemos picturesque. Este es como que decir un paisaje hermoso, como una maravillosa vista. Y Sleepy Village es como que algo, una ciudad muy, muy tranquila, una ciudad de paz. Surrender, lo había explicado, Bad Dramatic Mountain Eseric. O sea que una vista muy hermosa, una ciudad muy tranquila y se ven como que alrededor unas montañas maravillosas, es lo que está tratando de explicar en esta parte. What do you think dramatic setting means? It means the mountain very impressive and beautiful. Acá está dando la explicación de dramatic scenery. Picture is another way to say beautiful. Picture skill es otra forma para decir que hermoso. If something is picturesque is beautiful like painting, you can use picturesque to talk about a scenery and place. Entonces esta palabra picturesque es originalmente como de pronto unas pinturas, y como unos cuadros. Entonces de ahí se origina esa palabra. Okay, Paulo, help me to read uh, this part.
Sleepy means that the village was very quiet and peaceful. You can see that using more specific adjectives like makes your answer more interesting and expressive. Of course, you'll need different language to talk about different places. Let's look at another example. I went to Thailand with a group of friends for 10 days. Bangkok is a very cosmopolitan place, but it could be a little overwhelming because there was so much going on. Then we went to Krabi, which has some stunning beaches. Do you know the meaning of the keywords in this answer?
Okay, we had the cosmopolitan. Describe a city. We had many different people and different culture mixed together. I think, for example, um, New York, for example, New York is a cosmopolitan city because many immigrant people to different people go in that city. Maybe in Leticia is a cosmopolitan city also because there are Peruvian people, Brazilian people, three different kinds of indigenous. I think is very cosmopolitan city. In Bogota is, I think no, is most cosmopolitan because I saw in this city insane culture. It's difficult to find other people to other culture, speak indigenous people. I don't know. Tell me about your city is cosmopolitan or not, Paulo? Paulo,
Señor, es que estaba haciendo un quiz, perdón.
sí, bueno, si has entendido cuál es la palabra cosmopolitan.
La Cosmópolis.
Bueno, yo lo estaba explicando en inglés, voy a explicártelo en español. O sea, cosmopolitan es una ciudad de diferentes culturas y que hay personas sí, de diferentes partes. Entonces estaba dando dos ejemplos, por ejemplo, en la ciudad donde yo crecí, en Leticia, es cosmopolitan porque hay indígenas de todos lugares, hay personas brasileras, peruanas. Bogotá para mí no es cosmopolitan porque pues he visto personas pues de la misma cultura, no he visto así indígenas que hablen sus lenguas y pues de pronto sí hay venezolanos, pero no traen otras culturas. Entonces, the question for you is in your city, is a cosmopolitan city or not? Paulo,
Perdón, profe, estaba haciendo un quiz,
estás haciendo un quiz.
señor, de inglés.
¿De qué estás haciendo el quiz?
De la tarea 5 de English 2.
Ok, entonces pues, pero ¿cuánto te demoras en hacer esa prueba?
I finished it already, so
¿Cómo me dices? Perdón, no te alcancé a escuchar.
ya lo terminé.
Ok, porque es que Pablo ahorita está ocupado y no puedo interactuar con él.
No, ya, profe.
Ok, Rubén, perdón, es el que está ocupado, no puedo interactuar con él. Pero bueno, entonces no sé si me entendiste lo que quiere decir Cosmopolitan City.
Sí, profe.
And then the question is your city is cosmopolitan or not, and why?
No, it's not because it's too small and it's not very um, it's not very political and and y no es tan buena en recursos. I don't know how to say that.
Uh, there are indigenous people in your city,
No,
no? And people to speak a different language.
maybe English, but very just a couple people.
Okay, okay. Mm, okay, we continue with overwhelming. Describe something which is very intensive. For example, a city be very verdant, there are a lot of people, noises, signs, and smell around you. There's so much to take that you don't know where to. Eh, ese overwhelming es, por ejemplo, las ciudades grandes, por ejemplo, Bogotá, I don't know, Barranquilla, Cali, is because there are a lot of people, a lot of noise. Soothing means is very beautiful. Okay. Uh, we continue. Help me to read this part.
Let's do one more example together. My girlfriend and I went to Rome for a long weekend. It's a fascinating place, but it's quite touristy too. The best thing was the food, which was out of this world. Here we use The adjectives fascinating, touristy, and out of this world. Could you explain what this means? Fascinating means very interesting.
Okay. Tourists describe place where tourists have gone too much. Often, if you describe a place touristic, that you mean is lost some its original atmosphere. Finally, if you describe some out in this world, you mean it's really good and you enjoy it very much. Now is your tour. Can you describe your place you visit your last vacation? Entonces tenemos acá touristic. Son esos lugares que ha crecido mucho el turismo. For example, Cartagena, maybe in my city, Leticia is a lot of touristic. Okay. The next, you can use adjectives and language for this section, or you can find or your words, your phrase. Try to use the last three interesting adjectives in your answer. Okay. Help me to read the four.
How do you describe what you like it or dislike it? What's the best vacation you've ever had? What about the worst vacation you've ever been on? What made this holiday so good or so bad? Let's see how you can talk about the positive and negatives of your holiday. Here's our first example.
Okay, I went to the countryside with my family for a couple of days. I was relaxing, but in the end, I was waiting quite boring. Okay, acá hay una parte que pues fueron con su familia, estuvieron relajados, pero eh, aquí corta diciendo que estuvo como como aburrido, pero ahí corta. En la siguiente va a completar. This is good, but it's always better to add the reason if you can. Entonces acá va a decir lo mismo, pero ya va a decir por qué estuvo aburrido. Entonces acá volvemos y leemos lo mismo que está acá, pero acá ya me da la razón por qué estuvo aburrido. Ahí ya termina la palabra because each day was very similar. Entonces aquí él ya da la razón que él estuvo con su familia un par de semanas relajados, pero ya después de un largo tiempo él se dio cuenta que todos los días eran como iguales. Entonces, de pronto eso es lo que corta la rutina. Cuando la rutina es, uno hace todos los días lo mismo, eso es lo que uno se aburre. Por eso es que uno va a las vacaciones para relajarse y hacer algo diferente. Ok, voy a leer este otro ejemplo. I go to Thailand with a group of friends for 10 days. I love crowd because it's like nowhere. Este crowd debe ser como una escultura. Y acá le explica porque nunca había visto eso, nowhere, como algo que nunca lo había visto. No here. I ever been before. Que él nunca había estado en un lugar así. I wasn't too keen on Bangkok. It's a cool place, but it's a big and noisy for my taste. Entonces él aquí dice que no le gustó no le gustaría estar en Bangkok. Él cree que es un buen lugar, pero es muy grande y muy ruidoso para él, for my taste. Saying it was not here, I'd been even before meets that play went to relic unique. Este nowhere es como que estuvo en ese lugar que es único, de pronto para él, que es único y él nunca, por eso acá él complementa. I'd even been before, que él nunca había estado, un lugar único. You can use I was too keen on to talk about something you didn't like very much in the past. Aquí para usar ya negativo, I wasn't, este es el negativo, so keen on the food in the hotel. Que él no le hubiera gustado estar la comida de ese lugar. I wasn't too keen on the museum. I didn't think they were very interesting. O sea, esos son estas expresiones. Wasn't so keen on es lo que él no le hubiera gustado pasar o hacer. Entonces, Pablo, give me an example to use this grammar rule. Dame un ejemplo, dos ejemplos usando esta regla gramática. Wasn't so keen on.
I wasn't so keen out the 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 fruits on the grocery. I wasn't too keen on of the products of the mall.
Products of the mobile. I don't catch it. Okay, continue with the next. Adding for my text after you give your opinion show that is just your perspective. You work out after give negative opinion, so often your idea simply. For example, it's a nice area, but it's too development a touristic for my taste. Adding for my text, this song singly so often and less direct. Esta palabrita for my text, tasted, es como el sabor. Sí, si lo traducimos literalmente, taste. Pero acá pues no se está hablando de comida, entonces es, puede decir para mi opinión. Entonces esta es una buena área, pero veo que es como muy turístico para mi opinión. Entonces podemos usar es for my taste, es para dar una opinión. Entonces acá tenemos un ejemplo. Ok, let's do one more example. My girlfriend and I went to Rome for a long weekend. I think I like it, the general almost most all walking around the little street in the center feel like begin an old thing. I wish being less crowded, though. Entonces acá tenemos those como algo parecido for my taste. Here you can use the phrase I like most to talk about your favorite thing from your vacation. Okay, help me to read the next example.
Use I wish plus the past perfect had done to talk about something in the past which you will change if you could. For example, I wish we had more time to explore the city. I wish we hadn't stayed in that awful hotel. Okay, your turn again. What did you like and dislike about your last holiday? Make at least two or three sentences and say them out loud. Remember to give reasons to support your ideas. Now you should be ready to put everything together into a longer answer.
Ok, entonces acá tenemos we would, I wish we had, es como cambiar la situación. For example, in my case, when I was in Cartagena, I wish I go to the Bomba Island, por example. Entonces, cuando yo fui a Cartagena, me hubiera gustado ir a la isla Bomba, que tanto hablaba. But I had no money. Other thing, when I was in Huila, San Agustin, I wish that I had to keep the picture because I lost all the picture. Ok, es como cambiar una situación que sí, si yo hubiera estado en tal lugar, hubiera hecho esto. Entonces usamos wish, desear, y aquí ya le agregamos had en pasado y agregamos el complemento. Entonces no sé si puedes agregar una o dos ejemplos. Paulo, give me one or two examples.
Using with and hadn't.
Yes, which and had.
I wish we had go to the cascade, and I wish we hadn't go to the club.
The club, okay. Okay, and making longer answer. To make longer answer, you need say where, you went, who with, for long. Say you did, describe, take about your like or dislike. Let's do an example using language for this lesson. I went to Thailand with a group of friends for 10 days. We did some sing in Baku, the Grand Palace, so on. Then we hit the beaches in Krab for some sun, swimming and cold takes. Bangkok is very cosmopolitan place, but it could be overwhelming because there are so much going on. Krabi had sun sunning in the beach. I love that because I like nowhere I ever been before. In other hand, I wasn't so keen on Bangkok is a cool place, but it's a bit noisy for my taste. Ok, acá hay un resumen más o menos eh, de toda el vocabulario, de todas las reglas gramaticales que hemos estado usando. Entonces acá tenemos otra lectura para analizar. It's your turn. Help me to read this reading.
I went to Siberia by myself for 3 weeks. I traveled around, did some hiking and camping, and explored the countryside. I was near Lake Baikal, which is a hot lake with mountains and villages dotted around the sides. It was beautiful in a wild way, and the emptiness gave me a real feeling of isolation and solitude. I liked the people I meet. Everyone was so open and welcoming. On the other hand, even though it was summer, the nights were so cold. I wish I'd taken a warmer sleeping bag.
Okay. And this is the last about the dialogue about the vacation in the in here is in the summer and another to prefer to in the winter. Okay, in this part, we read the red part, black part, and you read the green, blue part. Okay, I start. Uh, there's a postcard for you, Alice. For me, oh, it's from my father. He was in Bahamas the last week. Continue with the green part, Paulo.
Really? I was in Bahamas last summer. Oops, sorry, Sharon. We were in Bahamas last summer. It was sunny and hot, the perfect weather for swimming and relaxing. It was fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah, fantastic. I'm sure it was. I prefer holidays in winter. It's too hot in the summer. I go into mountains and skiing. Ok, listo. Entonces, yo creo que yo les voy a compartir este documento para que repasen los diferentes vocabularios cuando hablen de las vacaciones. Y pues ya por último, te voy a compartir una lectura. Te doy unos minuticos para leerla. Y no sé si Rubén puede leer esta última lectura. Rubén, no sé si me escuchas. Y a partir de esa lectura, eh, el juego de Kahoot. Entonces, Rubén, para que me confirmes.
Yes, teacher.
Ok,
I can to see the screen, teacher.
ok. Okay, this is the reading.
I can see, teacher.
Okay. Entonces, you read the reading and we play Kahoot, Rubén and José.
¿Cuál es el ping, profe?
Ya, ya le hice la lectura. Listo, ya voy a poner el pink. Listo, Pablo ya está listo. Rubén. ¿Ya están listos? ¿Ya sí leyeron toda la lectura? Are you ready? Pablo and Rubén. Pablo y Rubén, ¿ya están listos? Oh, okay.
One moment, teacher.
Okay, one moment, Pablo. Espera, termino esto y ya salgo unos minutitos. Okay, Rubén, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Pablo is ready also? Okay, we start. Pablo, ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, which the model of transportation non-cost money? Train, car, walking, or bus? 5 seconds. Okay, walking. Next. Why some people not enjoy traveling? Five seconds. Quickly. 3, 2, 0. Name or model of support which controlled by a pilot and stored at the airport. Good. Name or model of support which controls a capital and stores a report. Okay, chip. The last one, which model of transport is ideal to traveling between countries connected by land? Okay, good. Who is the winner? Okay, congratulations, Pablo. Listo, chicos. Entonces voy a dejarles unas recomendaciones. Antes de irse, voy a anotar sus nombres completos para la lista. Rubén Roballo. Pablo José.
Sí, señor.
Voy a darles unas recomendaciones antes de finalizar.
Está bien.
La próxima clase ya es la mitad de las clases que tenemos. Me están pidiendo para darles unas notas.
Sí.
Entonces, yo veo que el porcentaje de la nota va a ser la asistencia. Vamos a dejarlo con la asistencia. Y, por ejemplo, hay momentos que de pronto alguien no puede estar. ¿Sí? Por ejemplo, hoy Rubén me dijo que podía estar, pero no podía atender porque tiene un trabajo. Eso es válido, que a mí me avisen las cosas. Entonces, eso es muy válido. Pero tratar de siempre estar porque eso va a repercutir en los 30 puntos que tengamos. Entonces, para la próxima clase, para finalizar, espero que estén todos, no sé los demás. Vamos a sacar el porcentaje de asistencia y otro porcentaje de una autoevaluación y sugerencias para continuar las próximas clases. Listo, yo les voy a compartir cuáles temas son los que faltan y de pronto una sugerencia, un tema que ustedes quieran reforzar. Entonces, listo. Muchísimas gracias. I think is all for today. And thank you very much and see you on Tuesday.
Listo, profe. Gracias a usted.
Listo. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Hasta luego.